Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Falyssa. You're watching Budgeting Confessions with Falyssa. This is my first video. I just wanted to have my first video be basically talking points and, you know, as an introduction to myself and the way that I budget. This is going to be a bit different than everyone else, but I am a unique individual. Everyone is a unique individual, and we all need to find the budgeting solution that works for us if we choose to budget. So that's, the first point is there is no right or wrong way to budget. A lot of people have found success in the cash envelope method, and for me, I don't feel like the cash envelope method, or it's also known as the zero-based budget method, is the best for me. I don't like having a lot of cash. I'm uncomfortable with cash. I would rather have my money in a you know, a bank account. That way I don't have to worry about it, and I don't have to worry about trying to balance it. I have dyscalculia, and I have issues with making, handwriting stuff. My handwriting is horrible. Sometimes I have issues reading my own handwriting. Like, ugh. I don't have a name for my style. Like I said, I have dyscalculia, and I feel more successful watching my credit score and my savings grow along, just savings alone. Savings is great. It's great to have $5,000 in savings, but if you're trying to get into an apartment, especially some of the ones around here, and I don't live in the, you know, the the highest cost of living area, but we still need to have better credit scores in order to get into some of the apartments. So that's just, basic living, situation. The bank that I use is Varo. I will try to have everything linked below, but because this is my first channel, YouTube wants my channel to grow more before everything can be clickable, so you may have to actually just kind of like, I guess, copy paste it into your browser if you're wanting to look into things like that. But I will have everything that I'm mentioning with Varo and with Self Financial, which I will be talking about Self Financial in a minute, down below. I have my paycheck from Casey's General Store direct deposited into my Varo account, my Varo checking account. With Varo, with Casey's, I worked for Casey's General Store. I have for almost 6 months. I am a cashier. It is a part-time position, and I make $12 an hour. I also automatically save my change into my Varo 5% high yield savings account. So that may not be very much. It may be 20, 30, 60, 70 cents at a time, but it's something, and that does add up over time. I have been using Self Financial, like I said, I would mention Self, since March of 2022. I was doing research because I wanted to rebuild my credit score along with the rest of my life after my divorce, and I have found that Self has been very beneficial. I've actually seen real time and real results from using Self, so yeah, it does work. You just have to, it takes time. Building credit takes time. Since March of 2022, I have already completed one of the credit builder accounts, and I'm working on my second one. With that, it is the second one will be completed in March of 2026. I've already decided that the money from that is going to go directly towards a major repair with my car, which is fully paid off. I have my credit score went from sub 600 to a credit range of between 742 on the high end and 650 on the low end. And credit, I have like I said, I have a credit builder account, and I also have 2 credit cards. I have a $500 secured credit limit card and a $1,000 unsecured limit credit card. Now, I have had to max those 2 out on February 19th, which is my birthday, which is coming up in a year. Or, it's coming up the year that almost a year that I had to max it out because of Again, an issue with my car. I had to replace my wheels and my tires, which I was annoyed with. You know, there's a lot more that I could have done with $1,400 rather than putting it in my car. But you know what? At the end of the day, I need to be able to drive. um, it took me 9 months to get it paid off, but I got it paid off, and my credit went. It lost some points. I did lose. My credit score dropped, but my credit score has definitely regained all the points lost and then some. So I'm happy with that. I personally don't think saving/splitting my income into separate categories or sinking funds really makes sense for me and my situation, because it's almost like micromanaging. With my living situation, I am renting a room from some friends that I've been dear friends. I've known them for years. It's, I'm not spending $600 a month on an apartment, but I am still renting a room. So I'm not worried about paying for utilities like electric, gas, water, sewage, sewage or, well water or whatever. I'm not in that situation. I'm not, like I said, I don't like having cash, so I am not doing a cash stuffing. There won't be any savings challenges on this channel. I like having a what if fund. That's how I view my savings and the rest of what's in my checking after paying my bills is a what if fund. What if my battery and my alternator fail, which has happened. You never know when you're going to face a $500 car repair. And what happens if you don't have that credit card to fall back on? And you only have $150 in savings because you're on the beginning of your savings journey. What happens? What do you do? Like I said, I noticed that, this was a couple of months ago, that my battery and my alternator, or I had a battery issue. I thought it was just a battery issue. Turned out it was battery and alternator issue. I had the money for the battery, but I didn't have the money for the alternator. So I had to dip into my credit card, and I was upset about that because I almost had the wheels and tires paid off. And so I'm like, yeah, $100 left, and there, I'm done. Had to pay it off. It's like, really, car? Okay. You're like, give me mine. I've given you yours, give me mine. That's how it feels. I know, in the name of object, but, I love my car dealer. It's an 03 Mustang convertible, for anyone who wants to know. Beautiful, bright red, black stripes. Gorgeous car. Love it to death. But yeah, I had the battery and the alternator, and that's a $500 repair that just I wasn't expecting. But rather than panicking, like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I'm like, you know what? I can pay on the credit card. That's why I have the credit card. I can pay it off. I can take care of the battery, and you know what? It'll hurt for a little bit, but it'll be fine. In the long run, in 3 months, I'm gonna have a great story to tell. Once I do start the YouTube channel, which I decided I was gonna do starting for my first paycheck of 2025, which my next video will be for that paycheck. I lost 1 point because of having to replace the alternator. 1 single credit score point. I gained back 25. So 26 total after paying off the alternator. So it doesn't take much to build it up, y'all. It really doesn't. I do not agree with Dave Ramsey at all on credit cards. I have heard him state something in the past that he thinks that people that use credit cards are stupid and just don't want to be rich. I'm never going to be rich. I know that. I'm not going to be. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay that I'm never going to own a house. I'm fully fine with that. If the only thing that, in my retirement, 20 years down the road, that I own is a camper, you know what? I'm fine with that. That doesn't make me feel like less because all I have is a camper to my name. I'm comfortable. That's all I want to be, is comfortable. Now, if you are looking for channels that are that I do watch people that do the cash budget method. I have 14 recommendations for you, 14 different channels. A lot of them I watch every single day. You have Two Sister Bees. You have A Soul Tempting Life. You have At Home in the Sun. You have Baddies and Budgets. You have Black and Blue. You have Budget Better Life. You have Budget with Mrs. P. You have Danae Budgets. You have Gentle Charm Budgets. You have Hey K Budgets. You have Mystic Budgets. You have Rainy Day April. You have the Struggle Budget. You have the Tanya's Budget Journey. When I had initially uploaded this video the first time, it showed that there were over 143,000 budgeting channels. So there are a ton of us out here in the budget community. But this is me adding my voice and in my situation and how I'm doing things for myself. And I hope that this helps people that are out there in my situation. I don't know what your situation is. Talk to me. Let's become friends. I look forward to speaking with each and every one of you in the comments. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you.